Ah, shit, it's raining. Yo guys, it's Jax. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some things to look out for before purchasing a used V Star 650. The Yamaha V Star is a metric bike, so what you're going to want to check for is if there has been any stripped nuts and bolts on the bike. And one bolt to look for specifically is the oil drain bolt, which is just located under here. And what you're looking for is if it's been rounded off at all from using the wrong wrench. It's a 17 mil wrench, but if they use an imperial wrench, it could be rounding off the edges and it'll be way harder to change your oil. A common failure on the 650 is the final drive. Yamaha from factory did not put a lot of grease on the splines, so it tends to dry up over time. If the splines strip out, you'll need to replace the entire final drive unit with a new one, and it'll cost anywhere between $700 to $1,000. I would 100% check with the owner if or when the last time the splines on the pinion shaft gear was re-greased. Typically, the best time to re-grease your splines is when you need new tires, as you will need to remove the rear wheel in order to access the final drive. Again, since this bike is shaft driven, you should check with the owner how often they change the final drive oil. Ideally, you'll want to change it every oil change, but you can probably skip it and wait and do it every second oil change, but it's easy enough to do it every time. The drain is just right here, and then you just fill it right over here. Alright, so here's a few things that you can check on that's not V Star specific when you're buying a used motorcycle. I would take a look at the tires to make sure that there's no cracking or weird wearing. I'd play with all the electrical components, so the kill switch, horn, signal lights, make sure they're all working. Take a look at the exposed wiring, making sure that there's no fraying of the wiring. The last thing you want to deal with is electrical gremlin on a new to you bike. While I'm at it, I would check the owner's registration to make sure it's an active title and not rebuilt. I don't know about you, I don't like to buy rebuilt bikes. I would also make sure to start the bike from cold. So you want to be able to touch the engine and the exhaust, and it should be cold, because if the bike's already warm, it could be hiding a lot of underlying issues. And most owners wouldn't do that, but you know, sometimes there's some shady people out there. Finally, I would test drive the bike, make sure everything's working and working good. If this is going to be your very first bike, bring a friend who has been riding for a long time and have them test drive it for you. I would never buy a bike without test driving it. Yeah, so that's it. Alright, that's pretty much it for me. If I forgot anything, please leave me a comment below. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Bye!